Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's Saint JJ. Today we're coming back a video talking about this cryptocurrency slash stablecoin that is the USDD, which I believe most of you guys have heard it about. Basically, they're offering like high yields, basically up to 100%, sometimes promotional events, and after that from there they're also offering like a 20% stable yield for whatever farming that they do. And of course in this video we are gonna basically talk about what is this USDD for the starters, and after that how much the percentage yield that they're offering, and after that I would say that why this USDD will fail, and after that it's gonna be like the next US Terra, the USD token, which caused the whole crypto market to crash. And after that from there I would say like the last opinion of mine is basically why must you avoid to basically keep your wealth. So in this video itself, if you really want to know more about the whole content itself, please stay through the whole video. And after that from there I would say if you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And disclaimer itself, I am not affiliated nor sponsored by USDD, or basically not paid to basically hate on this USDD, but just through my opinions and of course the experience we as the whole crypto community have experienced since the start of the whatever journey of this stable coin. And after that from there I'm just gonna basically give my own opinions, and of course take it with a pinch of salt. Do not be offended with it. And of course if let's say you are already into this ecosystem, I would say get out. So I would say over here we are going to talk about the first topic, what is this USDD. So over here for starter itself, USDD is basically running on the TRON network, and after that it is created by Justin Sun to basically during the Terra crash itself, the USD crash itself, he mentioned about something that he wants to basically create something like Terra, and of course make it better to offer higher yields. And of course from there I would say the ecosystem itself, yes, they are basically showing you the ecosystem. They are basically showing you that they are very transparent over here. The USDD over collateralized decentralized stablecoin, decentralized, and after the USDD 300%, and after that these are all the comparison of the collateral ratio comparison that they mentioned. So USDT, the TUSD, and of course USDC, these three company over here, they are basically backed with legit US dollars, with their reserve, basically the US dollar in value, basically treasury bonds, real fiat money, and after that other investment products to basically back their one-to-one. And of course over here for DAI itself, this is the another algorithmic stablecoin, and of course USDD itself is the ultimate of all algorithmic stabilized coin, I mean like the stable coin. And after that over here they say that they aims to be decentralized, so the USDD itself is the decentralized US dollar. And after that if you read down over here the transparency, yes, they are being transparent. And after that I would say this is one of the marketing strategy that people use to basically show that, oh, we are being transparent with you, but to be honest these are not just numbers input by them. And of course smart contract issued, like to basically show you the proof and everything. So over here you can see the total collateral that they have is basically in TRON, in Bitcoin, and after that in USDT and USDC. So this is their collateral details, and after that basically the ratio right now is 300% being collateralized, because these are the total circulating supply. So over here you can see this, and this over here makes basically telling you that how much asset they have, and after that how much USDD is in supply. So over here they already authorized another 2 billion to basically be flushed to the market. So when this 2 billion that is being authorized itself, I would say the collateral itself does not make sense anymore, because it will be over collateralized slash 100% to whatever it is. If let's say it is 100% issued. So over here USDD itself is another algorithmic stablecoin that basically saw the idea of US Tether, the Terra network itself, and after that from there wants to be another one. So I do not know if let's say this will fail or will it like succeed, but to be honest in the opinion itself, the favor weighting, the failure itself is super high. And after I'm gonna tell you why in the later segment of the video. And right now before we jump into that, I'm gonna talk about basically how much yield that they're offering, and of course how are they attracting people. So over here on the TRON network itself, they have something like the Just Land, the Sun farming or whatsoever. Everything is like on Justin Sun. So over here I would say first of all the USDD itself, you can see there's an APY of like 10% that they're offering, a supply APY. Basically if you put in your funds, basically the same thing. US Terra, they offer a 20% on Anchor, and after that over here you can see this is basically on their decentralized exchange in the TRON ecosystem. And after that over here they are offering like 9%. And of course over here if let's say you get some Sun token, you will get rewarded with 105 APY. And of course, let's say you're going to join the stable pool itself, the stable pool is going to give you up to 53% in APY. So over here, I would say this APY itself is totally overkill. And after that, I would say that it is very attractive for those who are newbie, or let's say you already lost money in the UST network, the Terra network. I believe people have already lost money in the UST network, and of course right now they're thinking of how can they recruit as fast as possible. So the as fast as possible term to basically recruit itself is number one. If you know trading, there's yes, the option itself is basically for pros. If let's say you know how to trade, definitely you can recruit very fast, and of course with leverage as well. But if let's say you have no knowledge about that, you will basically tend to be attracted to all this kind of APY, which is super high, and after that from there you can just think, okay, I lost 100k from in the US Terra network. Right now I just need another 200k to double down onto this platform, and of course within like 1 year itself I can, or maybe 2 years itself I can double, I mean I can make back all my money. But of course the concept is wrong, because this over here might just fall in a matter of seconds, or maybe I was not say seconds, maybe in a few months, or even like in the future. Definitely eventually it becomes big enough, it will fall. And after that I'm going to go to the segment now, why this USDD will fail. Right over here, just a neutral opinion, I am not a supporter slash fan of the Justin Sun I mean an influencer, and of course not paid to basically deflame this or flame this product or whatsoever. It's just my own opinion that why this will fail, because on the previous case study that we have in the ecosystem itself, USD, oh my god, it's not even here anymore. So UST itself has already shown us that this over here, this ecosystem is the algorithmic yielding slash attractive stablecoin platform has already been, I mean like depacked and everything. And of course over here it shows us that when the breakdown comes itself, it is basically telling us that it is a MLM. So over here people put in new funds, and after that from there the old whoever has been yielding itself will basically take the new funds, and after they get paid to themselves. Eventually, let's say people stop putting money in slash many people basically withdraw their funds itself, the whole thing is gonna collapse. As of now you can see that USDD has really depacked, and of course on the news outlet itself they already said over here we can see TRON's USDD stablecoin still below $1 despite a 2 billion cash injection. So over here this is telling you that oh my god, this thing is gonna crash, and after that it is not as lengthy as US Terra. Basically US Terra has been surviving for around 1 year and 2 years going, and after that over here this TRON USD, this USDD itself I believe it has been launched for maybe 2 or 3 months, and after that over here it is really depegging itself. And after that once it depeg itself, basically a stablecoin depegging itself is a big news. And after that I would say basically your $1 is no longer $1, it's $1 to 97 cents or something like that. And after that people are panicking, and over here you can see just okay, it's basically 40 days, only 40 days young. And after that over here USDD is fighting for its life, that's the media claims. And after that over here you can see despite the depeg itself, Justin said that they're gonna inject a 2 billion cash to basically buy the token, I mean like to basically bring it back to the pegging situation. And of course trust me, this will never work, because with the amount of money itself, whoever is you are buying, and after that you are buying off people's unwanted tokens, and after that trying to bring the value up. And if let's say there's a whale with more than with a lot of money, they're gonna just dump it, and eventually the whole thing is gonna come down as like a dominoes, one person dump, eventually causing the panic, the pegging happening. And of course recently US Terra itself has crashed, and of course USDT has suddenly depegged a little bit, and people are being panicky right now. So I would say that the whole thing was gonna crash eventually, so people are gonna basically redeem their USDD, I mean like sell their USDD to the USDC or USDT, and eventually their valve itself, I would say over here, the collateral itself is definitely going to be drained away, and eventually they're gonna lose the stablecoin, the pegging itself. So right now as we can see it's really depegging itself, and of course there's some news talking about this, it's covering the whole article itself. And of course over here there's another article talking about just in TRON's USDD stablecoin has lost its USD peg, TRON DAOs inject 700 million to basically recover, blah blah blah. But eventually we still can see that right now the price is basically is falling. And after that we can look at the overview itself in 7 days. Over here you can see it was going fine, and eventually started depegging itself to almost 95 cents, and right now it's currently trying to recover itself. But of course over here this chart itself, some of you guys might be thinking that okay, I am going to go all in now because it's cheaper to get this USDD. But of course I would say why must you avoid doing that to basically keep your wealth? So I understand that this type of investment itself looks very attractive because they're giving you a high percentage yield, but of course to be honest, you have to think about it. How do they generate the money? Through this kind of farming system. Yes, it is the DeFi itself. DeFi can make a lot of money, but eventually have you thought about if let's say there's a trading platform on DeFi, yes, you are supplying liquidity, and of course eventually if let's say somebody just got wrecked, they got liquidated, something like that. So once they get liquidated, the funds are there, and after that from there, whatever you are staking plus you are like providing you itself, yes, the liquidated funds is going to be distributed to all of the farmers. Basically, you can call it the liquidity provider. Like you on the DeFi itself, you will get paid through all this kind of mechanism which is proven and the money is there. And of course, for all of these USDD itself, it is just a smart contract coded to basically issue their tokens slowly, and after that eventually, what do I mean by slowly itself is basically a process of, you can see person A put money in to basically farm, and after that the person B will put another sum of money to basically farm, and eventually the person's B money will flow up to the person's A, and eventually this thing is a MLM, a multi-level shit, and after that from there it's gonna keep go down the chain, and eventually let's say person A itself is full, and after I would say satisfied with the gains, it will start selling, and after that it is going to basically fall down to the person Z, and after that the person Z eventually will not get their money back because they are too late to basically withdraw their funds. So if let's say everybody try to redeem their USDD to basically whatever collateral they have put in, like the USDT, USDC or whatsoever, basically try to get the more stable coin itself, and after I would say this makes no sense for the USDD's reserve to be in Bitcoin, in USDT, in USDC, and after that in TRX. To be honest, if let's say the reserve itself is this, might as well you just go and buy Bitcoin, might as well you just go and hold USDT, might as well you hold USDC instead of USDD. Why you want to risk your stable coin that's established to exchange for something that is uncertain with a high yield, and of course probably, I mean, like totally look like a Ponzi scheme to me. And of course I would say over here, yeah, basically they're show offing like their collateral ratio comparison, but of course the answer is how well can they maintain the peg itself. The peg itself for USDT, yes, they have really proven themselves being DPEG, and after that go back, DPEG and go back. They have really proven themselves that they are somehow stable. But of course the recent one is basically USDC, which is much more reputable, no depegging that happened, and after that it is fully regulated, compliant to the law. So I would say if you really want to go into stablecoin itself, USDC is the best bet as of now. Don't bother trying the new the new stablecoin, because stablecoin is one-to-one, and eventually you can't really make fuck tons of money through stablecoin unless you have a huge liquidity / capital to start off with this type of stablecoin, and after that your balls must be like made of iron to basically invest into this type of project, and after that yield whatever they are offering. So over here, just think about it, 40 days itself, who started this project? Justin started this project. Definitely he will have a bunch of USDD, and after that basically the program is offering 20%, 30%, or even 40%. He himself will basically put his percentage in, and after that whoever comes in later will basically delegate his funds towards the founders, and after that eventually those who started early will basically yield the rewards. And right now it's crashing, so I do not know much opinion. So I would say if let's say you really want to generate your asset and after that grow your portfolio, to be honest, algorithmic stablecoin itself is not the way to go anymore, because we have already seen the case proven, and of course from Anchor Protocol, the UST fiasco, I mean, like, it has already shown us that it will never work out because it is not really backed by a real life asset like USDC. They are backed with real life assets like treasury bonds to basically keep its value there, and of course USDD itself is not regulated, it's just created, and after that I would say it's just printing money digitally. And of course using this crypto, I mean, like, you are creating a cryptocurrency to basically use cryptocurrency as a reserve. So I would say it is uncertain, it's very volatile. Crypto is volatile. If let's say you want to create a crypto stable coin, and after that to make it stable itself, you will need to have some stable asset to make it stable, if that makes sense. And of course I would say, to be honest, if you want to buy USDD, might as well just buy Bitcoin, because I mean, like, they are backed with Bitcoin. So the the UST itself, they tried something like that. Instead of all of these type of additional collateral, they are just backed with Bitcoin and of course the Luna network, and after that eventually it's really proven that it failed. So over here, what makes you think that they add three more assets, USDT, USDC, and after that the TRX, to basically make it like stronger. It is gonna be stable enough because they have tons of stable coin. I mean, it doesn't work that way. And of course, eventually they have also tons of Bitcoin and of course TRX. So we're just gonna see how it play out. And of course, I will say no hate or whatsoever, but of course I'm just here to warn you guys not to basically invest into USDD, because eventually you'll lose your money. And to be honest, I mean, like, there's gonna be haters around telling me that, oh, you didn't invest in the USDD, you could have made 20%. If you put in 100k in, you should have already made 20k or something like that. I mean, this is all bullshit, because honestly, I have people coming to me like when I did reviews about projects, telling you guys it's a scam, it is sketchy. People are being like haters or whatsoever, and after eventually 6 months down the road, the project crashes and as this scam rug pull whatsoever, and after that from there I see no one commenting that, oh, you are right or whatsoever. Nobody will say that, because people are just here to make money. And after eventually, if let's say there's a lot of people hyping into this stuff, the thing will moon, and after eventually when it crash, everybody is just fuck myself, fuck my life, and after that this and that. So I would say do not go through that horrible experience itself. If let's say you lost your money, it's okay. You can basically generate it back through buying like the blue chip cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Even though it is very volatile, lose 70% of its value within a day or whatsoever. But to be honest, if you zoom out of the chart itself, it has made more than it have made more than it lost in value itself. To be honest, look at Bitcoin. Previously it was like 3,000, or even like you want to call it 20,000. Right now it's back to 20,000. Eventually the price will just prevail because it is here to stay. And after that, I would say, if let's say you believe in the system, the ecosystem, and after that, if you know about your traditional finance, you know about your economy, you know how to play the money game, definitely you will see this investment as a long term, and after that, eventually it will pay off in the long run meaning 10 years plus. And after that, I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification. And of course, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.